it's Shani. Welcome back. Guess what time it is? It is time for our weekly roundup, where I go over all of the eyeshadow palettes I've used over the past week and I rank them from least liked to most liked. Today I have 8 slots and I have quite a few combinations. So I have, you know, a little journal, a little notepad. So I wrote things down because of the various combinations of palettes I have, and I was just confusing myself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in. Let's see. At number 8, I actually used a single shadow from Clionadh Cosmetics. It is this shade here called Citron, and I paired it with the Menagerie Paws palette, and I needed something to just blend stuff out, so I quickly grabbed the Nude matte palette from Beauty Bay. So that was a lot of combinations, but it was a fun look. I enjoyed it. I think the shades I used, I could have just focused on the Menagerie palette, but I like to bring in like Cleona shades. I feel like are just like, they bring some pizzazz to everything. So that was number 8. At number 7, I actually used, the Divine Rose 2 palette. And this was the first Pat McGrath palette I ever purchased. And it was a simple look, actually. I used this shade here and these 2 shimmers. And I wore this going to brunch with one of my good friends. It was so much fun. Okay. At number 6, I paired more palettes. Again, I used the Paws palette from Menagerie, and this time I paired it with the Earthy palette from Beauty Bay. I think this is such a cool green palette, and this is the 9-pan one. I'm pretty sure they have bigger ones. I tend to just go for like the 9 pans or maybe even 12 from Beauty Bay, because oftentimes I have the shades and stuff, but I like a little variety. So this was really cool. And the Paws and the Claws palette from Menagerie, I really enjoy them. And I tend to use the Claws one more because it has more of my like shades that I like, but I really wanted to, you know, pull in the Paws palette to make sure I get use out of it, because I like this one too. Okay, I think Beauty Bay comes back around. And at number 6, I paired 2 more palettes. The Nearly Natural from Glaminatrix. I think, was this my first palette from them? I don't think so, but it was like the one I was lusting after. So I was really happy when I was able to buy it. And I paired that with the Nude Trolls palette from Cosmic Beauty. Now, this does not happen to be my favorite nude or neutral palette. I don't know why. I think it's because I would exchange some of these lighter tans and browns, some of the lighter shades in general, to deeper versions, because I just felt like they weren't showing up on me in ways that I wanted to. So I was like, well, let me pair it with a palette that I really enjoy. What is on my lip? A palette that I really enjoy. So I actually really liked the combination of these 2, and I'm starting to come around to neutrals. I saw someone else post that out of the 2 neutrals and cool trolls, they also like cool trolls better, and that felt very validating, because I think a lot of people are really liking this palette, and to me the cool trolls is just much better. Yeah, I said it. Okay, that was number 5. At number 4, I used the Space Chemistry palette from Terra Moons. And I used this at work. And so I remember the deal with this palette was that there was a shade here that it was kind of like a light-ish tan. And so if you didn't want that shade, you could go ahead and ask them for a different shade and they would put that in there. Now, they have so many singles. I was like, no idea what shade to pick, so you guys just pick one for me. And they did, and they picked this one. So it's like a cool tone, like grayish, with, I feel like, a purple undertone. And I paired that with just some of the shimmers. And it was a cool look. I really liked it. I really, really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. That was number 4. At number 3, I have another combination. I have the Sunset Chic palette from Colored Raine, and I paired it with the Single Shadow Lemonade from Sydney Grace. This was, I love this look. It was like bright, and the contrast of the yellow with the orange and the red. It was just kind of like that. It was like that. And at number 2, more combos, and these combos this time are all singles. So I had thrown a couple of single shadows in here, just, I don't remember why. So I decided I would use some of them, and so let me point out the ones that I used for this look. I used Wildfire from Cleona. It's in a circular pan, look at that. And this is one of my favorite shades, hands down, of all the singles I have. I just love this shade a ton, and I feel like it really encompasses like the orange and the reddish undertone. It's just so pretty, okay? I like it a lot. And then the rest of the shades I used were Sydney Grace. So this one is Keep Smiling. This is one that I like a lot as well. Then this one is Lords a Leaping. And then this one here is a really cool shade, and it is called Golden Peach. So I put all of those together, 4 singles. It could have been 3 with taking out one of the browns, but I really liked this look. It was fun and reminds me to continue making sure that I use my single shadows. Have you been using yours? And at number 1, it is not what you think it is. It's actually the Viseart Neutral Mattes, Viseart Neutral Mattes palette. I used this a couple times to do some looks, and when I use this palette, or I'm sorry, when I tend to do like a neutral matte kind of tannish brownish look, I often will pair it with a red lipstick. I just love the combination, and so I did that with, I think, like two different times over the past like week or so, and I loved it each time. It's still like one of my favorite go-to looks. I think the contrast of just having like this simple like neutral look with like the boom pat of the red lipstick, I just love it. And if I remember, here's a photo of Rosé. Let me tell you what your homegirl did. She managed to lock herself in the closet in the bathroom, like the towel closet. So I was going to Pilates or something, and I opened like the towel closet just to grab like a towel for like slit. And I left it a little open. Now here's the thing, this bathroom, the main my bathroom, okay? She don't really go in there, except I think, you know, when she has parties when I'm not around. So I never worry about it. I'm like, she don't go in there. The times that she has gone in there is when I like wake up and I stumble to the bathroom to like put on my glasses, and she has to come in and check and make sure that everything is copacetic. But other than that, and that's new, okay? Because she never used to do that. And I'm like, I'm gonna let you do that, okay? I'm gonna let you do it, but this is mine. This is mine. Don't be coming up in here all hours of the night. So I go to Pilates, and then I stayed for like yoga. Like I was gone for a little bit. And so I come back home, and this is when I was going to brunch. So I'm like, I immediately hop in the shower. I find something to wear, so I dry my makeup, and then I hear the meowing. And this is like the real meowing, like when she's like, no, for real, I need you. So I'm like, what's up, girl? And I go downstairs. I don't see her. I'm still hearing it. So I come back upstairs. I'm looking under the bed. I'm looking everywhere. And then I'm like, is she in the bathroom? So I go in the bathroom and I don't see her, but then I hear the meowing again. And I open the closet door, and here come Miss Ma'am. And I was like, you see, that's what happens when you nosy, okay? Because your behind was stuck up in here. The thing is, I took a shower and everything, so why did she say nothing? Like, I'm like, why did she wait? Like, I was literally in there? I mean, she waited until, like, I was dressed, almost done with my makeup, and then she starts, like, meowing. And I was like, me and my cat, we're both weird and we're made for each other. So there's that. And if you watch this before Wednesday, the HOA meeting is Wednesday night at 6:45. I will be ready and present at 6:30 because I'm ready to talk about this junk that is out here by the dumpster. I sent my family and Erica and Jan video of it. It's bad. I'm not being dramatic. I'm generally dramatic, but I'm not being dramatic about this. So I am planning, I don't know if Mr. Jim is going to be there, but I am planning to bring it up during the HOA meeting because this don't make no sense. It don't make no sense that we're paying all of this, all these fees and dues and all that, and you have this, Anyways. That's it. Let me know what you've used over the past week. Let me know if you're using your singles. I'm also curious, do you have any like go-to looks? Like I really love the neutral eye with the red lip kind of thing. Let me know if you have any go-tos. I would love to hear what those are. Anyway, I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.